only. Listener discretion is advised. Things that offend you may include, but are not limited to, flatulation, setting flatulation on fire, defecation, urination, spelling words with urination, motorboating, masturbation, vaginal, oral, or anal sex, ATM, or foul language. Now please enjoy the Clutch and Wiggle experience.
So you, the listener, like live internet radio and podcast, right? Well, what about ones broadcast atop a real air hockey table? What about ones that turn legit fecal subject matter into pure entertainment? According to PodGods Network CEO Adam Barker, this is the raunchiest show on their network. This show was once referenced as the Ron and Fez of internet radio. They'll never be number one, but they're always in the conversation. So who is this show? Well, it's the Clutch and Wiggle experience. Meet Rob, a.k.a. Clutch.
Hold on to your panties. What good is a voice on radio? I want to see pictures. What? We're the raunchiest. Who can talk about shit coming out of one's anus and make it funny?
Meet Craig, a.k.a. Wiggle.
A cunt with great shoes is still a cunt. I barely do any work around here as it is. If I have to do any more, I'm gonna need a pay increase. I pulled a 258 in a pink bunny suit drinking vodka. I'm the fucking man. Look, I'm just glad that you're wearing the high heels because when you're in the kitchen, you can reach the high shelf in the cabinets, get the things that you need. Alright, and when you're done making my dinner and cleaning up, at least I know that I don't have to do anything to assist with that.
And on third mic is lovable Ditz.
I'm a ditz. What can I say? I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth next. Yeah, you got to have that hoe in there. Whether I spit, whether I swallow is a subject for another day. Boobs are awesome. I'll be honest, women's shit. Big old piles of it. You guys are easy. I could just sit here and just say pussy, 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 pussy.
Nah, that doesn't do it.
Guys, happy as clams.
So, have you ever experienced the Clutch and Wiggle? Well, you're about to.
Fucking Christ on a pony. So this fucking show starts. Clutch and Wiggle experience live here on CWRadio.com. Fucking 21 minutes late. We are sorry about that. Technical difficulties, of course, it's always on my end. Doesn't matter. Rob on the virtual left side of me is Mr. Craig Wiggle. Hello, sir. How are you?
Just getting back.
Oh, just getting back. Good. So nothing really was missed. Ditz, how you doing?
I am whiskey bitch tonight.
Whiskey bitch. Uh-oh.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Does that mean bad stuff's gonna come out of your mouth?
Quite possibly.
All right. Give us a call, folks. 201-467-5413. If you have Skype, just go ahead and look for Clutch and Wiggle. Join us in the chat room, cwradio.com/live. Put in a Twitter handle, Facebook handle, guest, Tumblr, however, Google Plus account. I think that's in there too. Go ahead and chat with us. Let us know what you think about what's going on in the show. We have a pretty packed show, and if we go over 22 minutes, well, fuck you all, because, well, we're 22 minutes late.
Your fault.
My fault? Yeah, I know. It's always my fault, so screw you.
Well, last week was my fault. I'll totally admit that.
Yeah, but we were on time last week.
No, we weren't.
Yeah, we were.
No, we weren't.
We weren't?
Nope.
No.
We were about 15 minutes late, and I think we cut out about 15 minutes early. Lazy.
Missed me.
They don't need to know that. Well, actually, it's both your faults. You came 15 minutes late, and she fucking came 15 minutes early.
I can't come on command. What can I say?
I can't either.
In fact, it's got a mind of its own.
Oh my god, this is going to be one of those shows, folks.
Technically, I should be asleep by now. 'Cause I'm already done.
He came, he went. He's
The money's
done.
on the table.
You leave money? Bullshit. That's how I know that story is horseshit. It's bull. You don't leave money.
Cab fare.
Cab fare? No.
Yep.
No, your cab fare is pointing out the window and saying, go. And whatever car is passing by.
I didn't say whether or not it was enough money. It's just money.
Enough money.
We already discussed this. He has to pay for sex. We know. It's okay.
No, I don't have to. I choose to. There's a difference.
Oh, I see.
What's the biggest bill you've dropped on a set of pussy lips?
Canadian dollar?
What's the
It's a long
exchange rate on
story.
that?
Such a big spender.
Oh, yeah. That whopping, $2 Canadian paycheck he gets a year?
More than Sir Wiggle drops. We all know that.
He drops his pants for nuns.
Whether they want it or not.
Ooh, I want tit.
Who doesn't want tit? Tits are awesome.
Gay men.
What if they're
Gay
moobs?
Still appreciate tits.
Gay men do not want moobs. They want a hard dick in their ass.
And what made you the expert on this all of a sudden,
Because
Rob?
I've heard of stereotypes for 20-something years of my life.
Okay.
Because I always go with stereotypes. If it was February, we'd go with another stereotype. Get it?
No.
Get it, got it good, and boom and let it go. What?
Wow. You're like a feminem.
Oh, feminine.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, good. I'm glad that enunciation came through, because we're all in the virtual verse.
Feminine. I gotta write that one down.
Yeah.
Feminem.
Oh, shit. Damn it. I didn't even bring my notepad with me. So, I'm... Son of a bitch. You know what? I'm going to get my notebook. I'll be back.
Well, since Dickweed's gonna go ahead and get his notebook
I haven't left yet.
Well, since Dickweed left again,
on.
Ditzy, how you been for the past week?
I am fabulous. Do you know why?
Because you're alcoholic right now?
I'm just a touch. But that's not why I'm fabulous. I'm fabulous because I want a $500 gift card to the Apple Store. Go me. Go me.
Right, and let's see, there's 3 of us, so you have to split 500 3 ways. That's how it goes on this show.
No.
You didn't read the fine print on the contract you signed?
Oh, I signed a contract?
Yeah, when I left a load in your ass.
Oh,
And that-
that's what that was about.
And that burp by Mr. Craig Wiggle was the icing on that cum cake.
And I totally missed whatever you were talking about, so I'm a little frightened about that.
We're talking about cum cakes and cream pies, my friend. You want to contribute?
Nope.
No, we're talking about how wonderfully lucky I was this week, and I won a $500 gift card to the Apple Store.
Wow, who took you on a date this weekend and got what? You know what? Forget it.
Deep Dickens.
Oh, I've never paid a woman an Apple gift card. That's an interesting one. Huh.
Hey,
That's
I don't get paid for what I do. Thank you very much.
Hey,
Wait.
$500 is nothing to be ashamed of.
Wait, hold on. She does it for free? Ooh, baby, come on over.
I was going to say, that did not come out the way it was supposed to.
Yeah, wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, why is it embarrassing to get paid for it, but not to give it away for nothing?
That's a good point. I never really thought about it that way.
Yeah.
So Ditz gives it up for free.
Oh,
One way or another.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another mic in the room somewhere.
It's like a 3.5 mic.
3.5 mic. There you go.
Yeah.
they're next, Mike. No, the comment was, you're going to pay one way or another anyways.
You know, I usually say that when I got diarrhea.
I usually say that when I'm eating spicy food because well,
Yes.
the Rhea.
Good old Ring of Fire.
It could either be Dia or Ghana. Your choice.
Why do you have to choose one?
So one of them burns not like the other. Right?
Wait, what is this? Did we move to the introduction to the Brady Bunch?
No, because nobody's going to have a ball hit their nose.
Oh, yeah. I get it.
So we can jump past the $500 gift certificate because we know Ditz gives it up for free and gets deep dickings. Yeah.
I didn't say it that way, by the way. I was a little bit more tactful.
Do I look like a guy who's tactful?
I don't know. Right now, I'm staring at her logo. I'm not staring at you.
Yeah,
not
right now
I'm complaining.
Right now I'm staring at a fucking Dos Equis bottle upside down on like Hulk's cock.
Isn't that awesome?
You. No, it's not. It's scary.
Distracting.
I know. That's the point.
And the fucking koala's looking at it like, ooh, look, cock.
Well, it's a koala. You know what they say about koalas?
They like deep dickings just like Ditz?
I don't know where this rumor got started that I enjoy deep dickings, but...
About 3 or 4 weeks ago when we said you were going to get deep dicked all weekend and you wouldn't stop yucking it up about it?
Yeah, I don't recall you ever saying no to it. You just kind of giggle a lot. To me, that's kind of admitting guilt.
I don't think she says no a lot anyway.
Hey!
Wow. Again. Not very tactful there, Rob.
I am not a slut, thank you very much.
See? The mysterious God says otherwise. So since we're talking about butt sex, Mr. Wiggle brought to our attention something about realtor sex. Somebody was video recording the realtor and some people fucking in your house.
What?
No, not my house.
Oh, I thought it was your house.
No, I'm not that lucky. I don't think, because I don't have a recorder set up 24/7.
Yet.
I mean, I could work on that, but, you know.
I hear Groupon and No More Rack has video cameras on sale. You know, security footage.
Well, I'll get right on that.
All right. That's what she said.
Waka.
So you're talking about realtor sex?
Yeah, it was an article I sent to you earlier today, and your response was, I got your realtor banging topic, or what the hell was it? Let me see. The Rob communique was, let's see. Oh, and yes, I got your home fucking story. That's the text I got. You were texting me about something else. I think it was show related, and it's, yes, I got your home fucking story. Yeah. Homeowner releases footage I love how they throw that word around, allegedly, showing realtors having sex in his house. He has graphic video footage of what they're doing in his house, and it's still allegedly.
What were they doing?
Well, a man who filed a lawsuit claiming 2 real estate agents used his house as a sex pad has released footage.
Yeah.
God damn it. All right. You didn't hear that, did you?
What? Did you fart?
No. It started playing a video on the webpage. Good. Let's see. Used his house as a sex pad, has released video footage that he says shows evidence of their trysts.
What the fuck is a tryst?
Let me see. Richard Weiner.
Oh, it's a dick reference.
It is well, his name is actually Dick Weiner. You notice how he goes by Richard? So Richard Weiner, says beginning in 2011, his North New Jersey home was listed above market value by real estate agent Penis. Let's see.
You mean you mean real estate agent Vagina?
No. This was a dude.
Wait. Hold. So this is a gay fucking in a house?
No. Hold on. I'm getting there. Okay. So in 2011, his North New Jersey home was listed above market value by real estate agent Penis. Okay. To discourage buyers and allow him to have sex with fellow agent Vagina.
Oh, so there's a little deep dicking going on between agents.
It sounds like there was a lot of it going on. The home security recordings allegedly show the agents hugging and kissing each other in different areas of the home. Additional footage is X-rated, Weiner claims. That is the sentence of the night, people. I'll read it one more time. Additional footage is X-rated. Wiener claims.
How many times did he jerk off to it before he turned it in?
This was in 2011.
So that's what the math drink. That's 3 years worth of ejaculate.
It's got a lot of mileage on it already. So Wiener, this is again line of the night. Wiener sued in December for compensatory damages for invasion of privacy, infliction of emotional distress, breach of contract, and trespass of land.
Not a trespass. He was checking to make sure the house was still there, and all of a sudden, oh look, a vagina. Let me fuck it.
No. This gets better. Now, Agent Penis has filed a countersuit alleging that Wiener tried to blackmail the two agents into paying him $900,000 to keep quiet or risk having a sexual relations released to the media. Wiener says that is completely untrue. He has no idea what he's talking about. Now, Wiener's suit claims that he and his wife learned about their rendezvous in January 2013 after they witnessed intruders with flashlights on a live feed and called the police. The police opened the door to the house and found Agent Penis pulling up his pants. Agent Penis lied to police by telling them he was there to prepare the house for an open house.
Yes, the fly zipping down is the house.
Yes. Instead, allegedly, Agent Penis and Vagina were at the house having sex.
So, all right. So, when you were looking at all these houses, you had the female realtor. So, I mean, that was a sexy fucking story right there. I just have to say that. I don't know what she looks like, but the story itself just seems sexy. In any of these homes that you had to look through before you got your fuck shack, did you ever just want to just bend the realtor over the couch and just go to town?
You know, I can't say that I have, but I will say that I did hear some very, very interesting stories. One of them was actually very similar to this one, where my real estate agent did inform us that, agents only have limited access to people's houses, though it is still fairly free roaming. And it has been restricted in recent years because agents were using them for personal rendezvous, whether they be sexcapades, whether they be having loud drunken parties. I've actually heard where these houses are used for the sale of drugs. But you know what? If you think about it for a second, it kind of makes sense. Like where people would think of that, right?
True. Now, Ditzy, when you were looking for your apartment and things like that, did you go through a realtor, or were we just going through Craigslist?
Oh, I actually went through rent.com. I went through a website that gave me like profiles of all the different places, and then I went and I toured them.
All by yourself?
All by myself. Yes.
Interesting.
I am a single woman, and hear me roar. I can take care of myself, and I can view apartments on my own.
But then you miss out on getting deep-dicked by an agent. Apparently his name is Agent Dick. Or, Agent Penis.
See,
and maybe he'll give you a $500 gift card.
If I was him, I'd go by Rich. Rich Wiener.
Dick Wiener at your service.
Do not shake his hand.
Rich Wiener sounds just classier. I like that. It's like a golden dick.
Gold.
I'd rather be named that.
Golden dick?
Yep.
So we can segue into that about Mr. Wiggle directing his Asian pornos.
Ooh, director debut?
Oh, me love you wrong time, Mr. Wiggle.
You know, I gotta say, the last few weeks at work have been very, very interesting because they have me working with some new accounts. Some of these accounts are people who are from overseas.
Mr. Regal-san, you like the arrow?
Hi.
Oh, you bend over, big boy.
Wax on, wax
On his small of his back.
Excellent.
That's funny. Asians dropping the map of Hawaii on your back. That's funny.
Right beak sperm whale. So
from your ear.
I have had the privilege of emailing some very interestingly named people in the last week. The first one was last week. I believe it was right prior to last week's show. I don't know if we've mentioned it or not. The name of Fairy, as in like a big pink fairy with Fairy Wang.
You sure it wasn't Harry Wang and you just misheard it?
Nope, I read it right in the email. And to make it even crazier,
yeah,
it's a dude.
Oh, so those whole ping pong ball translates to English into fairy? I don't think so.
Fairy Wang, and it's funny because someone else at my job who happened to see this email just in conversation, we were talking about it. Oh, why don't you email that that guy?
The Wang guy.
He couldn't even say his name, and I smiled and I'm like, it's a funny name, isn't it? He's like, yeah, it's kind of different. It was one of those funny, awkward moments, but a lot funnier than awkward because it really just, not my fault that your name is Fairy Wang.
We have a guy named Beehole. Yes.
Oh my God.
His first name's B-H-O-L-E. Beehole.
Oh my God, that must translate into the most perfect work email address.
Dude, I would be called into HR hourly. Mr. Beehole is not laughing at your jokes. What? I just said, yo, asshole, and he just keeps popping his head up.
Well, he can just march his beehole right out of here, can't he?
Beehole's Fairy Wang.
But then it got better. So as I got into the Asians more,
wow, really?
Gotta get deeper in there?
I'm sorry, wait, say that one more time?
Yeah.
You gotta get deeper in there?
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta grind away.
How deep does the Asian go?
Apparently there is not only a Fairy Wang, there is a Wang fan. And all I can imagine is some dude that does penis helicopters all day long. You know what penis helicopters are, right?
Yes, and they're fabulous.
Okay, Rob?
I'm not touching that with your dick and her sucking it.
You know what they are, though, I hope.
Sure.
Oh, you don't know.
Rob's done them plenty in his lifetime, I'm sure.
No.
It's when you shake your hips and you make it do pinwheels, Rob.
Fuck that shit. I make it bounce.
That hurts more. Pinwheels are a lot more fun. Or windmills, whatever you want to call it.
It's very entertaining watching it go in circles.
It's also very entertaining when it's shoved in your ass.
While also doing circles.
You.
She takes it in every hole and likes it every show.
I do not.
You are just terrible, Rob.
I am a good angel. And
I thought she was going to say Asian.
Right?
I am a sweet, sweet, good girl. And I don't do any of the nasty things that you guys say that I do.
Why, what nasty things do we say?
I'm not going to repeat them because I'm such a good girl.
What would your Asian name be?
Well.
How about hung low vag?
No!
Well, you don't want it hung high, then it would be be weird. It'd be like a forehead ornament.
No, that's like Botox lips.
My vag is in a very lovely position. It's not too low, it's not too high. It's perfect.
I find it absolutely wonderful that we're even having this conversation, by the way.
We've broken a boundary talking about vagina.
No, we just destroyed a barrier.
No, we just destroyed her vagina.
It's just been completely obliterated. So,
Deep
yes,
dicked even.
what I had said to Rob, getting back to Fairy Wang and Wang Fan, is I feel like I'm directing an Asian porno. Roared of the Brown Rings, starring Fairy Wang and special guest Wang Fan.
I don't want a copy of that video. I don't at all.
Rob,
what?
You're getting production credits for it.
Do I get any money for it then?
Isn't that enough?
Do I get any money for it?
Do I get any money?
All right. You could have said yes because I had something funny going on.
Yes.
No, you can't do it. You're broke.
Yes, you're getting money for it, Rob.
Oh, good. Let's start sucking egg rolls, Ditzy. Let's go.
Hey, why did I get involved in this?
Well, we kind of figured you would be in the starring role.
How much am I getting paid?
The same amount I am?
Wait, so she's gonna get plowed by two Asian men?
They could probably.
Well, I mean, it depends.
What they are.
I mean, you can't call that rotisserie. I don't know if they do chicken over there, but.
I'm a healthy sized girl, and they are not very big, so I'm assuming two might fit.
All right, well, we'll find one with a good-sized dragon roll. How about that?
2 dicks for every hole. Dun, 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 dun.
Did you really just make a Beach Boys reference?
No, actually,
Did that happen?
2 Chinamen in her vag.
Aye.
Caramba.
Like a rolled-up Oriental rug.
Oh.
Wait, is it gonna? No, you know, it's gonna end up like those Chinese finger traps.
I will not be a Chinese finger trap.
Kind of like the way you said it the first time. Chinese fingle trap? That's quite a slippery trap.
It is.
Chinese.
I'm writing it down too.
Fingle wraps. All right. Oh my God. So I have a question for you all.
Yeah.
So I heard a conversation at work, mentioning, and this was during the morning, so somebody mentioned that another individual was a breakfast whore. By breakfast whore, they meant that if anybody had walked in and said, "Hey, do you want to get breakfast?" she'd be the first one right connected to your hip to go get breakfast from either the local Dunkin' Donuts or the shop downstairs.
That's not what I would think a breakfast whore would be.
Oh, what would you think a breakfast whore was?
She loves to munch down in the morning.
Don't they all?
Morning munches with Ditz.
Morning chow down.
Didn't say that I was a breakfast whore. Just said that I would think a breakfast whore would be one that chows down in the morning.
Morning munchin'.
Morning munchin' with the Ditz. And her lips.
Motorboating optional.
How did I get starring role in this?
Dude, you're gonna get bukkakied all of a sudden. Like, by the time the first fucking hour goes by, you're just gonna be a fucking cake. Icing head to toe.
No.
I'm disturbed.
Why?
Because that's disturbing.
Why, you want to fucking dump a 5-gallon bucket of jizz all over? Is that
I'd like to say no.
You'd like to say no, but you're gonna say.
Oh. Motorboating.
So, breakfast whore. It was also mentioned that they wanted to award this person a trophy for being a breakfast whore. So, of course, this is me, so I got to thinking, what the fuck would that trophy actually look like? That you would present to a breakfast whore.
A burrito shoved up a vagina.
Okay. That is... How much detail you want to put into this?
Well, it could be a sausage burrito.
Obviously.
They all are.
Yeah, what the fuck is a shrimp burrito? No, it doesn't work.
That's an Asian burrito.
No, that would be sushi.
Oh, sushi in your tushy. All right, so that would be your trophy? A burrito shoved up a vagina?
Yes.
Gold-plated, obviously.
Oh, obviously. And made out of chocolate.
Oh, so it's a black woman.
So it involves poop.
So it involves poop.
Any good trophy has to be made out of chocolate and covered in gold.
Okay, so we know that she's getting deep dicked by black men, apparently. If she likes it dark and milky.
I didn't say me. I just said the trophy would be.
Right, because it's molded after the only vagina that's on the show. Ergo, you.
Whatever.
I don't know. That's not necessarily the. Wait, no. You know what? I don't know. I'm just not buying into the sausage trophy.
Okay. Do you have something better that you would do for a breakfast whore trophy?
How about Tony the Tiger and Toucan Sam tag team and Mrs. Butterworth and Aunt Jemima while the Trix Bunny's filming?
That's a big fucking trophy.
Oh, I'm sorry. And it's also in poop-covered gold, like hers, like Ditz's.
Okay, but that's a huge trophy.
Yep. Imagine what Toucan Sam does with that giant beak, by the way. Think about that.
That's like a Circus du Soleil type of a trophy.
That's a
where they're
circle
all, like,
jerk.
Stuck up at each other.
All right, you know what? And Toucan Sam is also on a Cirque du Soleil swing.
Okay, but what you're failing to realize is none of these characters are female. They're all male.
Mrs. Butterworth, Aunt Jemima.
Oh.
You forgot about them already?
You racist.
They got sticky fingers too.
Like Onyx?
Huh?
Like Onyx?
Okay.
If you got 10 sticky fingers, never.
Oh, no, I didn't get the reference.
You're too white.
Last I checked.
Bring out your inner darkness.
All right. What other female breakfast icons are there?
That's it.
Well, that's the only two I could think of. I was going to throw the Jolly Green Giant in there, but he's only good for vegetables.
He's only good for teabagging, because, if he squats, he kills everybody. Now, Toucan Sam's beak might fit his dingus, but,
I don't know about you guys, but I think oatmeal cream pies are breakfast food, so Little Debbie's.
All right, let's throw Little Debbie in the mix.
Little Debbie's a whore.
Although, she might be a little young. This conversation might not be legal.
And you guys totally passed up cream pie? God.
No, because I was just going to let it sit there a while. Let it drip. Right down her thigh.
Let it get warm.
Moist. And sticky. Like icy cream fillings. Dripping down her butt cheek.
Ew! Quit.
So we just basically made her ass a strudel. You know that? Apparently she's into German porn too. God,
didn't realize it just happened.
What the hell?
Dude, you're gonna be walking into work tomorrow with like squish, 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 squish. You don't even know where the fuck it's coming from.
Oh,
you know what?
She'll know where it came from.
Wait a minute. Can I throw the Snap Crackle Pop dudes into this whole orgy?
Why not? You have fucking every other character in this thing.
Yep. Good point.
What are they gonna do? Tickle taints? They're short. They're midgets.
I think you're onto something there, Rob.
Oh, I don't need my taint tickled.
You love your taint.
No, but maybe
you do it.
Maybe Tony the Tiger does.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't sat down with Tony yet and asked about his sexual preferences. Quite honestly, I'm offended that you're referring to that I am. Maybe Toucan Sam likes these peanut butter bottles that are down here rubbed on his taint. What do you think about that?
I say go for it. If you're into that kind of thing.
No, not me. Toucan.
Sure, that's what you're calling it now.
Listen, squishies. Okay? Why don't you go put yourself through the ringer, right? Clean yourself up a little, okay?
I am perfectly clean and dressed and sitting in not my living room, but still.
Are you sitting in strudel?
Wait, no. Are you sitting on strudel?
I am not sitting on strudel either.
Damn it.
I'm sitting on my nice, plump, juicy ass.
Having nothing to do with strudel.
Nothing to do with strudel.
All right.
But I am out of whiskey. It's a very sad, sad state of affairs.
Well, get the intern to fucking get you more whiskey. And yes, you are the intern, sir. Go get her whiskey.
Done.
Man fucking takes orders like a
Wow.
goddamn champ.
Get me some, too, since it's that easy.
See, I would put 2 fat pieces of Texas toast in like a vagina-looking form. And plop it right on the thing.
Vagina Texas toast?
Yeah. Vaginal Texas toast.
Texas toast is not a breakfast food.
Fuck it is. Sonic!
No, Texas toast cannot be breakfast food.
Sonic sells it.
French toast maybe, but not Texas toast.
Waffle House sells Texas toast.
No, see, I want these lips to be nice, fat, and crispy. Okay.
Wait. The Waffle House sells the Waffle House gives you HIV when you walk in there.
Wow.
The Waffle House is the most dirtiest establishment I've ever been in any chain. But you know what's even crazier than that? I will still continue to go there because the food is delicious.
Exactly.
The counters are sticky, the grills are dirty, the place smells funny, and the bathrooms are awful, but I'll still go back.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
I'm not following.
Me neither.
Aren't Waffle Houses in black neighborhoods?
No.
Truck
Actually, I
stop.
think they're in more redneck neighborhoods.
Well, here, let me pick up my fucking hee-haw sound clip if I have one.
Hold on.
What? You
Let
can't
Let me find one.
No, you can't
wait.
play. You can't
God
play
damn
any
it.
music.
I
Stupid.
can't play music. Son of a bitch.
Play a little Eminem. You'll be fine.
No, I was going to find dueling banjos.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Would be a better choice for redneck.
next week.
Yeah, next week.
Rob just has to bring my cord. Don't forget my cord.
Oh, believe me, I think about it every day and night.
Really?
Not
You
even
guys have
fucking
a
close.
special relationship.
No, not even fucking close.
See, now I'm kind of disappointed. Like, I kind of thought you thought of me a little bit better than that.
No, you fucking left me alone in the fucking cold-ass basement. All I get to look at is a fucking green set of nuts and a koala.
Now, guys, I know you love each other, so let's not argue.
Fuck that! And first of all, it's not a green set of nuts, it's beer bottles, you disgusting interpretation of picture person.
Listen, don't be so fucking bossy, okay? You are not the boss of me, my friend.
Alright, wait a minute now. Hold on. This sounds familiar. You think I'm bossy, Mr. Segway?
Yes, you are uber bossy.
You know
Bitch.
what? This word bossy is being thrown around way too much. I think we should ban the word bossy. Mr. Segway.
Ditz, what do you think about banning the word bossy?
Only if it's in response to a girl being bossy. Men can be bossy. It's just women being called bossy that's the issue, according to Sheryl Sandberg.
What else does this bitch have to say?
All right. Sheryl Sandberg, the chief operating officer of Facebook and author of the best-selling book Lean In, is spearheading the launch of a campaign today to ban the word bossy, arguing the negative put-down stops girls from pursuing leadership roles.
Okay, stop right there. This bitch is a fucking fraud. Okay? What did she say it does? Arguing that negative put-downs stops girls from pursuing leadership roles, right?
Right.
What fucking role does she have?
Right.
She is Chief Operating Officer. For those who can't understand big words, it's COO of Facebook.
Alright, get back in the kitchen.
Yeah. COO whore.
Where you belong. Make me a
Bossy.
sandwich.
Being called bossy, I work in the corporate America, and I have experienced situations where I've been called bossy, or it's been negative towards me that I'm bossy or I take charge of situations. Things that if I was male would be acceptable, but since I'm a woman, it wasn't acceptable. So I can understand where she's coming from. That being said, I also don't believe that, I believe the power of words is in how you take them. So someone can call me a bitch and I don't get offended. Someone can call me a bitch and I get incredibly offended. Same thing with bossy. You can call me bossy in certain circumstances. I understand what you're saying, what you mean by the word bossy. No big deal. Other situations, you call me bossy and you mean it negative, we're going to have issues. So it's all in how it's interpreted more than the actual word itself.
See, I don't. Bossy isn't like a word that gets people riled up. It just means that you throw your weight around. You tell people what to do too much.
Sometimes people need that, though.
To rein them back in?
Well, because maybe, look, there's a reason you have a boss, because they are supposed to oversee what you do. A boss, all right, there's a difference between boss and bossy. Bossy is a little overwhelming. It might be a little too controlling. I kind of get what she's trying to do. She's just being a total moron in how she's doing it. Let's ban the word bossy. That's like, to me, that's no different than the person saying, well, we shouldn't keep score at the basketball game because we don't want the kids that lose to feel bad. And everybody should get a trophy at the end of the season, because it's just fair. No, life is not fair. You're going to deal with bossy people. You're going to deal with overbearing people. You're going to deal with assholes throughout your life. It's just like you said, it's how you react to it. It's how you handle it. Is it going to make you a stronger person? Is it going to roll off your shoulder? Or are you going to fold like a cheap lawn chair?
Mm-hmm.
Suck it up.
It's all in the intent. It's how it's intended. If it's intended to be a negative and intended to hurt somebody, then yeah, it's going to hurt somebody. If it's intended to be just an adjective that's used to describe someone, so be it. I don't think there's anything wrong with the word bossy.
And in the context of what this idiot was saying, so essentially, like when you're a kid running around on a playground or whatever, and you're learning, how to basically talk with people, and you call a little girl bossy, that somehow is going to stick in their head for the rest of their lives, and at some point they're gonna hit a crossroad, and they're gonna go, well, I can either try to make this, new kind of whatever, and be master woman of the world, or I can go down this road and be like, a data entry clerk for the rest of my life. I'd rather go data entry clerk because I was called bossy and I don't want people looking at me like that. Does that really fucking happen?
Apparently these people who make a lot more money than we do think it does, but I think they're completely out of touch with society and reality. Look, if the word bossy could be thrown around for someone's attitude, I think another B word would probably be used in its place for most people. Let's be honest here. How many times do you really hear the word bossy in day-to-day life? It's pretty rare, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's more often than not, it's the word bitch.
Thank you. That's the word I was trying to say without saying it. But I think that's probably the more generally accepted social term that's used when someone acts in that way. So you're essentially trying to ban a word that nobody really uses in everyday speech.
Well, okay,
so
and
you're an idiot.
There's the subtopic on this one is trying to ban a word. First, they're trying to ban the N-word, okay? And now, like, if you kind of go outside of that story, in the NFL, they're trying to not ban the word, but they're going to give you like a 15-yard penalty if they overhear you saying it, okay? I'll say this, that word, it's vicious. I'll give it that. But wanting to ban words? No. Because pretty soon you're going to get down to the way that you say the word the. If you have some kind of weird inflection on it, it's going to insinuate blah, 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 and then you're going to want to ban that word. I don't get the word banning a word bossy or bitch or anything else. The whole society of being, oh, I'm offended at that. And then when they go behind closed doors, it's, oh, my boss, she's so bossy and bitchy. And you just counter what you said outside in the real world. It aggravates me.
One thing you said, though, Rob, that I slightly disagree with is the NFL, trying to penalize the use of the N-word. The NFL is a private organization that can really run itself however they want. If they feel that certain language or attitudes or anything is hurting their brand, which essentially is a fancier way of saying, not allowing them to make as much money, they can ban whatever they want, But once you elevate that to a campaign to tell me what I should or shouldn't say, in my everyday communication with people, that's a little different, And I think at that point you're crossing the line. You can't tell people not to say certain words in everyday society because, you know what? They're going to tell you to flat out just go fuck off, which they have every right to because it's a free country, free speech, and you can go eat shit, just not in front of me because I don't want to look at you anymore. And this whole thing of banning words in general does frighten me a little bit because wasn't this what was happening in the book 1984? Where the dictionary was getting smaller and words were going away, and it was, we're it's not bad luck, it's like ungood luck, or they were changing things around to try to spin culture, and it's just a frightening road to even start going down, in general society, and I, to be honest, for the simple fact of free speech, I don't support it, in the way that this, this woman is trying to promote it at all.
You bring up a great point about free speech. I mean, it's all in, we don't have to like what each other say, but it's up to you how you want to take it. And it's also up to you if you want to listen to it or not.
And the thing on top of that one is where I think society works now is it's an automatic, FU retaliation. You're not taking the time to understand what they're saying. You're not taking the time to listen. You're reacting to words that you're hearing, but you're not listening to that. And I think that's the problem that's going on too. You bring up the two good points, but then people have to take the next step and go, okay, well, what did you mean by that? Instead of going, hey, fuck you, I'm going to be the grammar police, or I'm going to be the free speech police and screw you over on this.
It's all about the intent. One of the most insulting words that someone can tell me is I have a nickname that I go by, and my family can call me that, and it's fine. But nobody else can call me by this nickname. And that is one of the most offensive things that you can do is call me by that nickname because I hate that nickname other than my family, which I grew up with it.
You're offended when we say deep dick and Ditz?
That is not the nickname.
Oh, I tried, sorry.
But, and that's just mean. That's, that's how I take that word, which to most people is it's just a name. It's not a big deal. But to me, it means the world to me. And it's the same thing with bossy or any other word. You're going to have people who it means a lot and they're going to get offended by words. And then you're going to have people who it's just another word in the dictionary. So you can't police the entire nation based upon some people's belief that it's offensive.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a rough thing to try to ban words. I mean, I can understand, well, in general, I don't go with banning words, but if you want people to stop using certain words, in my opinion, you have to change, I don't know, what that word meant. Like, there's a reason that people use slang terms. It's because whatever that slang term was, they did it years and years ago, and you fast forward and they're still doing it. So if you're offended by it, well, then if perhaps you stop acting that way, that name will go away. with bossy, I don't see a kid who's 5 years old being called bossy on the playground affecting their view of what to do in life because somebody called you a name. And in today's world, they'll call that fucking bullying, which is another bullshit term, but anyway.
Agreed.
I see how it could affect them, but it's all in how people react to it. If someone calls a person bossy, like if you call a little girl bossy, and she goes home and cries to mom, and mom, tells her that, it's not that big a deal, it's just a word, blah, 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 and handles it appropriately, no big deal. But if the mom makes a big deal out of it, then the kid's gonna take it and make a big deal out of it. So it's all in how it's intent and how it's handled.
It is. You bring up a very, very, very good point. We can debate it all night if you want, but I think some people, namely me, need to go get a drink because I've been talking too much and being angry too much and yada, yada, yada.
I think we can end with Ditz bringing up good points.
And those 2 points are in your bra.
I was thinking about points in people's pants.
Oh, Mr. Wiggle, are you pointing your pants?
I could be a sundial right now.
And bring it on right down to the crotch.
There we go. All right, why don't you say we take a break, fellas and ladies?
Well, it's definitely looking like 12 o'clock here, so I say we take a break.
Wow. Break time on the old Clutch and Wiggle experience. Join us back on the other side. We got Ditz's question of the week. We have a few other sex stories and the like, so go ahead and stay tuned. Go and check us out everywhere you can. Just Google Clutch and Wiggle, and you'll find whoever we are. So stay tuned. We'll be back after this commercial break. Thanks, folks.
Hey, this is Steve from Broadcasting Under the Influence. You're listening to the Clutch and Wiggle Experience. Doesn't the name say it all? I mean, it's not just a show. It's a goddamn experience. Right here on CWERadio.com.
Do you feel that your internet radio station has been lying to you?
Do you feel like you've been touched by your local internet radio station? Sexually? Possibly inappropriately?
Do you feel the site that is streaming your favorite internet radio programs is being run by a redheaded stepchild who can't conference in 2 Skype calls at one time?
If you've answered yes to any of these questions, you should call the law offices of Rinkelstein, Beach, and Kvant at 900-555-2868.
That's 900-555-CUNT.
Or visit our orifice located across from the Crooked Hanger Daycare Center and next to the local NAMBLA office.
If something smells fishy in your life, we here at Rinkelstein, Beach, and Kvant want to dig our noses into it.
Live from the penthouse studios of WWHTZ, the Flamethrower. It's the nearly famous, highly outrageous, but never ever contagious
Geek Revolution Radio. Are you tired of commercials and Grandpa's old radio?
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Everyone is a geek about something. Movies, music, sports, sharks, TV shows, comics, you name it, we're talking about it. Listen to Geek Revolution Radio every week at geekrevolutionradio.com or subscribe to our podcast feed in the iTunes Store.
And that is a scientific fact, huh?
Geek Revolution Radio, a proud member of the Bobo Broadcast Network.
Greetings, podcast listener. My name is Chad Edelbrick, and I am personally inviting you to come hang out with me and my friends at Follow Networks. Fall Networks is a media network. We have a podcast network and a YouTube channel, and on the daily, we are publishing content about all the things that we nerd out over. If you are anything like us and you are daily consuming yourself with movies and television shows and music and sports and comic books and things like alcohol and whiskey, then you will feel right at home with us at Fall Networks. Man, head into that iTunes store, search Fall Networks. Here's what you're going to find. You're going to find Mad Chat, which comes out on Mondays and is dedicated to comics and movies and TV and things of that nature. Tuesday is our straight-up nerd-out show, Rancor's Brothel. The rest of the week, it's The Zomologist, music to your ears, and instant film review. Man, come on over, subscribe to those shows in iTunes, check out the website, www.followthe.tv. Find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Follow Networks. Reach out to me personally, and we can't wait to have you with us at Follow Networks.
Are you tired of everyday radio? Mm-hmm. Doesn't it suck there's only AM and FM?
Yeah, and, well, I mean, there's Sirius and yeah, CDs, there's iTunes, Kick Decks.
Well, that's besides the point, because we bring it straight to you now via the internet.
Ooh, really? Do tell.
Well, it's very simple. All you got to do is go to CWEradio.com, and you can listen 24 hours a day.
That's cool, but wait.
Yeah, I'm not near my computer 24 hours a day.
Then I guess you're just shit out of luck, aren't you?
Damn it.
Wait! You're
What?
not.
Really?
Because you can download onto your smartphone the TuneIn Radio app. Just search Clutch and Wiggle.
Well, what if I don't have a smartphone?
Then you're fucked!
All right.
But for the rest of you, swing on by CWEradio.com and check out all the great shows like A Little Punch Drunk.
Ooh, I like them.
Yeah, they're cool.
And, well, I can't really think of any others, but you can listen to A Little Punch Drunk.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm good with that.
So just swing on by CWEradio.com. Enjoy.
Hey folks, it's Dr. Steve from Weird Medicine, and you're listening to a flaccid diabetic and a humorless glowworm. Team Lancet, the Clutch and Wiggle experience on CWEradio.com.
Yes, indeedy. Clutch and Wiggle experience, pair of tits and two weenies. And apparently an intern, too. CWEradio.com. Go to the live page, jump in the chat room, talk to us, give us a call, 201-467-5413, or Skype us at Clutch and Wiggle. You can check us out all over the internet. Your browser of choice, just put in that Clutch and Wiggle name. Find us on Podomatic, iTunes, Stitcher, Smart Radio, Spreaker, Podomatic, I think I said that already, Podgods Network, RockingComedy.com on a replay. And of course our website, ClutchWiggleEXP.com, where hopefully there's a Ditz's Diary coming soon after some show or whatever. Right?
Yes, I'll get back to writing Ditz's Diary.
Boy, if that just wasn't a fuck you, I don't know what was.
I will. I've been light on the ideas lately, so I just need to do a little thinking.
Hey, Rob?
Yeah?
Stop being so fucking bossy.
You know what? You're fired.
Technically, I was never hired. I just kind of show up every week.
And now you virtually show up.
I know. I don't even have to clock in anymore. It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, that fucking work from home option fucked me in the ass, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. That's what you get. That's what you wanted.
That's not what I wanted.
You wanted to be fucked in the ass. I know. It's okay.
No, dear. After I fucked you in the ass, I'm all well and tired.
Oh, I see.
Nap time.
Deep dicking the Ditz takes the daylights out of me. It's like fucking pounding pavement with a nice little cushion.
Yep. Diary topic.
Dear Diary, I was deep dicked today and it felt kind of moist, wet, and sticky.
And deep.
I do not feel like pavement. I will tell you that.
Does it feel like the ocean waves slapping against You know what? Just forget it. I'm not very poetic right now.
It feels like the most exquisite, fabulous thing you've ever felt in your entire life.
You know what I usually say to things like that?
What?
Prove it.
Bullshit.
No, I don't say bullshit. I say prove it.
I've got the most magical anus and vagina that you've ever seen.
Stop tooting your own horn.
You got a Harry Potter anus?
Ew, it's got Hogwarts on it? Disgusting. How about when I fucking bust in your eye? It's Expelliarmus.
Does the train come through station 9 3/4?
Oh, goodness.
All right, my dork is showing. I gotta stop.
Yes, when the erection and the final ending happens, it's... Potter! All of a sudden you have a fucking magical stick from a tree hanging out of your ass.
I do have a magic wand, by the way.
Is that what you call it?
And it takes triple A's, right?
D's, man.
Fucking hook,
Yes, it takes fucking D's.
fucking hook that shit up to a car battery and let her rip.
And rev the engine.
You know what? If I can fucking get my hands on like a dildo, I'm sending it to you know, the interwebs of Michigan.
Yay!
Oh no! Don't say yay.
I'd do it.
What?
I'd do it.
Craig, did you hear that?
I'm already looking for one.
Make sure it has a remote start.
Double penetrator.
Make sure it's got enough security that it only works on one end. This
Double
one.
penetration motor. Reverse razorback action.
Oh, nice.
Oh, goodness.
This thing's gonna sound like a cheetah.
In her anus.
Are you guys ready for the Ditz's question of the week?
No, because I haven't played this.
And now, the ditzy question of the week.
Huh? What?
I said, all right, guys, you ready for this?
No.
Topic is hair. Hair pulling, to be exact.
Wait, what? Say that again. You were.
Yeah, I'm
fading
having
in
a
and
lot
out.
of trouble with that one.
All right, hair and hair pulling. Do you like your hair pulled, for those of you who have hair?
Yes, apparently
Good.
cancer patients can no longer answer this question.
Fuck you both.
And do you like to pull hair?
I didn't mean to say you have cancer. Does your ass match your head?
It works. You know,
Hey,
if Wiggle would like to, does he like to pull hair? And
His own ass hair, maybe.
You know, I mean, I first of all, my body, there's really not much hair to work with here.
Right.
Because there's nothing up top and the bottom is very nicely groomed.
Mhm.
And I really don't want anybody yanking on my pubes. I mean, if you're in that general region, there's other things you can play with that'll get a lot better results.
Fair
I mean,
enough.
as far as the other way around,
Mhm.
I mean, sure, you know, like if it gets me where I need to go.
So are you trying to say that you're trying to act like she's a fucking horse and you're pulling on the mane to giddy up?
Giddy
I
up is
think
fun.
that is one of the concepts that's being tossed around. Yes.
Tossed around, okay.
What about you, Mr. Rob?
If I can wrap it around my fist 2 or 3 times, well, guess what? You're gonna have a headache by the end of the night.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Did you hear that giggle? Holy shit.
Very good to know.
Do we need to send the cops or ambulance or EMTs out there?
No, I'm good. Why?
You sure? I hear that.
Do you think that many dudes are gonna? You know what? Forget it.
You never know, because some people have a really big problem with any sort of pain. So causing any sort of pain, or taking any sort of pain.
I'd say I'm sorry afterwards, and I'd throw you like 2 like Tylenol or whatever. But and as long as there's enough hair to wipe myself off with, it's fine.
Ew. You have no idea how difficult that is to get out of hair. Just so you know.
You have no idea how much I want to dep your hair.
You have no idea how bad I actually want hair.
Wear a wig, faggot.
Real men do not wear wigs.
All right, then put buttons on the top of your head and put on a toupee like Marv Albert.
Oh, yeah, that would work.
Or Merkin.
Again with that
Wear
word.
a Merkin on top of my head.
Why not? It would work.
Wow.
No, it wouldn't working.
So that was Ditzy's question of the week.
Hey, when you keep tugging, shit happens.
No, something else happens, and it's not shit.
Preferably not shit.
Oh.
Unless you're into that.
And that's when the conversation just went south. Actually.
To your anus.
Yeah.
I would say that's a direct hit to the anus.
So we say Southwest?
No, I don't. I like JetBlue. So apparently Target has accidentally photoshopped a vagina out of a swimsuit.
Yeah, they were trying to Photoshop the thighs, so there's more space between the thighs, and they accidentally Photoshopped the vagina out.
I want to know where they put this vagina. And do they sell it for like $39 on the internet?
$39.95. You gotta be exact.
Sorry. I keep trying to look at Lisa Ann's, Julia Ann's tweets, but she keeps tweeting about her fucking box in a box.
Who?
Porn star, Julia Ann.
Oh.
She obviously has some type of pocket pussy that she's been hawking. Maybe
Probably a model of her own self.
Yes. Actually, I believe I saw a picture of her sitting on top of it, and I was trying to compare, and it looked remarkably similar.
They do a really nice job nowadays.
Maybe she can hawk her shit on our show, too. Ditz, get on that.
Why do I have to get on
Literally. Because it's a lot hotter when you do it.
Alright, so essentially this model now no longer has a thick set of labial lips. Now she just has really thin thighs.
Pretty much.
Apparently her legs go directly into her pelvis. That's what I'm gathering from it.
She's fucking bulimic.
I mean, it's kind of hot to me because she's probably less maintenance than most of these unphotoshopped people. I mean, hey, I'd have a crack at it.
But that's the point. There is no crack to have at it.
Well, I mean, we're only pretty sure that they photoshopped the front. I mean, the back might be okay. I mean, and from what I can see in the picture, she still has a mouth.
So you want the oral vagina and the ass vagina instead of the vagina?
Well, I mean, listen, I understand that I'm being denied one entranceway, but there could be other perks there that we haven't quite yet explored.
Wiggle goes deep dickin'.
All I can say is I don't trust a woman that thighs don't touch.
Well, then you don't trust any woman that takes a selfie of herself and puts it on the internet.
Oh, look at you using big words like selfie.
Your
Yeah,
thighs are made to at least touch at some point. They have to touch. If they don't touch, then there's something wrong.
You know when I want them to touch? When they're using the summer size machine, that Thigh Master thing? That would be nice.
Or a total gym. Chuck Norris likes that.
I don't want to think about Chuck Norris's thighs. I want to chick
All
who
right,
does.
Christy Brinkley, okay?
No, she's go a little bit younger.
No?
Go a little younger. Like
Oh, you like the age stuff.
Like Daisy
Christy
Fuentes.
Brinkley's daughter?
Well, all right, let's put it this way. How old is Christy Brinkley? Is she in her 60s?
I think she just turned 50, actually.
Yeah.
All right, what's Cindy Crawford then?
She's got to be pretty close. She's got to be like in her upper 40s.
Then go with Cindy Crawford or Daisy Fuentes.
They showed a picture of Cindy Crawford when she was like 23, and right now where she's like 48, I'm guessing. And I swear to God, it looks like the pictures were taken minutes apart.
And you know what?
It's freakish.
If you actually took a picture of what was in my underpants back then, after a night of looking at her back then and now, you'd probably find the same difference.
Good to know.
Sorry I missed some of that, but that's okay.
There's a lot of loads in my underwear from back then and now regarding Cindy Crawford.
Dude, if you have not cleaned your underwear in that much time, you got a problem.
You got to keep it close to home.
No, you don't.
Yeah, but it's going to take a crowbar for you to get your underpants off.
They stand in the corner all by themselves.
That makes them easier jumping into them in the morning.
Ugh.
So apparently the world sucks at photoshopping now, too, if you're ripping out vaginas for, like, 20-year-old models.
Yeah,
The world does suck at photoshopping.
They do suck at photoshopping, but I stand beside my comment that if your thighs don't touch at some point, I mean, they don't have to touch much, but they at least gotta touch, people.
Right.
That's not human.
As long as when they're, bending over to show you the, sunshine clam. That's fine.
Okay.
What?
If we must go there.
What?
I don't think you're looking at swimsuit pictures anymore, Rob.
What? Oh, there's a swimsuit article?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there is.
Like, I don't understand the reasoning behind having to Photoshop. I mean, granted, yes, I get it. Like, if there's blemishes on the chick, like, she's got zits on the day that she's taking pictures or whatever, or like, there's a look that she has like one gigantic tit and the other one looks like a watermelon seed. Then you enhance it that way, But, I mean, if you actually look at this picture that they have, it looks like she's wearing fucking, like, shorts hiked up in the crotch.
Wait, is this the same picture where her arm looks like it's 4 feet long? I'm not
Yes.
looking at it right now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so it blows me away that everybody's kind of making fun of the missing vagina, but yet her arm is like she looks like she has half an orangutan arm. Yeah, I do agree with what you're saying too. It seems pictures nowadays, on the internet obviously, or in magazines and advertisements, are so ridiculously over photoshopped. I can't look at anything without going, yeah. Like it's gone to me. It's beyond the point of it even being real anymore. Yeah, look at this. The picture of her arm on the right. You look at her two arms. She's got one like cancer patient arm that's like 4 feet. No, like I'm serious. It's like 4 feet long.
I know.
Her hand goes down to her knee. Like she could scratch the back of her knee, without even having to bend over. All right, she's missing a vagina. Her stomach just looks weird. This is a terrible, terrible Photoshop job.
Photoshop job. Ugh. Say that 10 times fast.
It's just a hack job.
Someone needs to lose their job over it. Because, they need to start taking a stand against this Photoshop crap. I mean, it just... People...
It's a world where women have to wear a size 0 to look absolutely hot, which is false. And anybody who's at least a bit plump is a fat fuck, which is false.
Well, they're doing a lot of things to change those images. I mean, they have plus-size models that are still not plus-size, but are more plus-size than the skinny ones. They have all sorts of bikinis and, lingerie and all sorts of different things happening now for people who are larger. And which is good. It's good to see human beings actually wearing clothes versus these little tiny skinny stick people who aren't real. I mean, it's just, they're photoshopped. It's proven time and time again. They're not real. So why do we want to see them if they're not real?
Oh, you can say this.
You're really not fooling anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not everybody can be real. Like people who go to Duke University.
Go on, Mr. Segway.
And they go to Duke University, and in order to pay their tuition, they transform their names, at night to Belle Knox. Have you heard this story yet?
No, that's an interesting name.
I've heard of the story.
So, Duke University porn
but
star.
But the link you sent is not working.
Yes, it is. Duke University porn star Belle Knox denies report that her parents are heartbroken.
Wait.
The Duke University co-ed who turned to porn to pay for tuition claimed Monday that her parents are not upset with her X-rated off-campus activities. Miriam Weeks, who's 18, denied a report that her dad, Army doctor, was heartbroken, and when he learned of her moonlighting gig upon returning from deployment from Afghanistan. My parents aren't upset, she tells Daily News Monday, in between filming scenes for an upcoming adult film, to which I'm sure every man, woman, and legal-aged boy is Googling her name. I want my family left out of this. If people want to criticize me, that's one thing, but leave my family out of it.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Like that ever happens.
So apparently, in order for her to what do you call it? To pay for her schooling, she turned to porn and everything else. And some douchebag decided to rat her out. First of all, why would you?
I thought she announced like what she's doing herself. Look, obviously, if you do something like that, eventually your secret is going to get out.
Right, and you know what? When it comes down to it, I have no problem with what she did. Just because, how else are you going to make back $120,000 to pay off fucking school debt after you graduate? She decided to show off her cans and her clam. Okay, not my problem. I'll look. I'll beat off to it. But she's going to pay for college. If she turns into a fucking doctor that did porn, guess what? I'm moving in wherever she's living at, and I'm going to make her my primary.
Are you now?
Only one laugh from that? What happened to the other one?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I just finished watching a movie called Naked Ambition. It's an R-rated look at X-rated industry.
I think your movie is on. I can hear it.
All right. Hold on. There.
What?
So it's
back.
That I apologize if you can.
Yeah.
I have a pop-up that keeps bothering me. There we go. No, I watched this documentary on the porn industry, and it talks about people, how they got into the porn industry, and the whole purpose of the porn industry and all that good stuff. But my point behind it is, if this is what the girl decides to do, so be it. And her family shouldn't be involved in it, and she should be able to just do it on her own and not have negative influences on the entire family.
I'm trying to find the actual story that actually mentions what the owner of the porn firm actually did to the asshole who rooted him out, who, what do you call it, ratted her out. Because it was pretty funny. It ends up being that the guy, the owner of this company, obviously can do a search within their database for like people who have subscriptions, and found out that the asshole actually has 2 subscriptions and racked up like $200 every month on porn on that particular website.
So it's one of those things where it's stop being a dirty hypocrite, you disgusting pig.
And then actually, what the guy actually offered was to take the guy out to California and have him do his own porn with whoever he chooses. I would take that in a heartbeat.
Any day of the week.
Really? Yeah, intern would take it too.
If somebody is going to offer me money, fly me out, and do a porn, okay, and I no money is coming out of my pocket. The only thing coming out of me is ejaculate. Yeah, I'm in.
Lifelong dream.
Yes. And you know what? I'll throw it around too. If it's a chick and the bossy woman is going to say, "Hey, Ditz, come on out to California and we're going to have all these guys fuck you for free." Your choice. What would you say?
I would have to think about the ramifications of the whole thing. Because if my face is going to be on camera having sex, I have to determine whether it's worth it for me to take the chance on my future. Because quite frankly, it sucks. The fact that it still has negative connotation associated with it. It shouldn't. But there's still a lot of negativity around it and around the family aspect of things. So it would be difficult for me to make that decision. If it was strictly just me and someone was going to give me money to have sex with somebody, it's quite possible that I would do it. Not saying I would, but saying quite possibly it would be a consideration. But doing it on camera, it changes everything.
All right, I actually found the letter. Mike Coolidge is the CEO of Monarchy Distribution, which is the place that I guess that this Belle Knox chick is a part of, spreading her thighs and yada yada. And Mr. Bagley ends up being the individual who ratted on her. Well, let's see. Well, I'll go with a little story beforehand. Thomas Bagley, a Duke University student who outed classmate Belle Knox for performing in porn to pay tuition, is receiving a taste of what it feels like to be bullied online. An open letter from the porn distributor Mike Coolidge announced that Bagley has a subscription to the hardcore porn site facialabuse.com. Coolidge, a rabble-rousing CEO of Monarchy Distribution, has a flair for exploiting current events for his marketing potential. This time, however, Coolidge is using his talents to point out the glaring hypocrisy of the heart of the sex scandal, as well as to help promote his company. Bagley outed Belle for being a porn performer when he was such a fan of porn that he recognized Belle from her work. That raises the question, why is it okay for a male student to be a fan of porn while it's shameful for a female student to perform in porn? Knox discussed the same discrepancy in an essay she penned for xojane.com, and Coolidge wrote this letter in full to Mr. Bagley. Dear Mr. Bagley, first off, I would like to thank you for being such a fan of our business. For someone who subscribes to a site like Facial Abuse, I want to commend you for spending the $200 a week your parents send you for living expenses wisely. Facial Abuse is a great site. There's nothing like watching a new girl taking a huge cock viciously rammed down her throat. I like your taste. I want to commend you on getting accepted into Duke. It's a great school. I'm sure your parents are proud. I bet you pull straight A's when you're not whacking it to Facial Abuse and casting couch movies. I love our fans and I love you. You are the type of guy that makes our business move. With that, I would like to make an offer. As I sit here in my office at 6:30 on a Wednesday, I'm writing a check for $10,000 to the order of Thomas Bagley. I want to give you the opportunity to live out all your fantasies. In addition to that, $10,000. There's a plane ticket, a hotel room with your name on it, out here in sunny Los Angeles. Screw the polar vortex, get your ass out here and come shoot for us. I'll give you the opportunity to bang any porn star you want. We will make you a celebrity because it's apparent how much you love porn and the attention. $10,000 is a lot of money for a kid like you. Do you know how many porn memberships you could buy with that?
Mm-hmm.
That is more than a lifetime membership for Facial Abuse. I ask that you seriously consider our offer. Any girl you want. Come out to LA and become a star. Also, for every inch you are packing over 4, I will throw in an extra $1,000. Get your tiny pecker out here and become the next Ron Jeremy, kiddo. All the best, Mike Coolidge.
Why can't I get that offer?
Because you're an intern, goddammit.
Don't
So Mr. Wiggle, if you received a letter like that, would you accept 10 grand and a plus 1,000 for every inch over 4?
First of all, I do want to say that I absolutely am in love with the belittling tone that the author of that letter was so incredibly successful with, where it's, you are the lowest form of life, I hate you in every way, and I'm going to insult you even more by making you an offer that is both awesome, but if you accept it, you will be even a bigger scumbag than you are right now. It was just absolutely musically crafted. With that being said, I cannot be bought.
Liar.
Nope. If I don't set a price and you offer me something ridiculous, then yes, I'll take it. But if once I set a price, I'm bound to it. So I can set no price that I feel that I can be bought for.
So let's take the story from the top and work our way down to the crusty end. So this girl who goes to Duke University decides to pay for her tuition by doing porn. Do you have a problem with that?
You know what? I don't have a problem with that because, you know what? That's her business. It's not my business. I'm going to move on with my life. It's, you know, look, no different than anybody doing any other thing that's not exactly looked at favorably in the public eye, you know? Am I going to see somebody litter on the street and take a baseball bat and break their legs? No, because guess what? I don't really care. You do whatever you want to do. If you're going to get fined for it or if you're going to get in trouble for it, that's on you. You know, we're all adults here and everybody needs to be accountable for themselves. You know, once you start playing the holier than thou, you know, having that attitude and playing that role, you know, you're kind of losing focus on, you know, the whole meaning of everything around you and individual accountability. No, you go do what you want. You go watch, you know, you go make porn and, you know, there's going to be people out there who are going to enjoy it with a lot of tissues. Fine.
Ditzy, do you have any problems with this story?
I just have problems with the guy outing her. 'Cause really, what's the point? I mean, let her do what she wants to do. Everybody's entitled to their own bodies and doing what they want with their own bodies, so there's nothing wrong with her deciding to pay for tuition this way. So why interfere? Why stick your nose into it when it doesn't belong?
Because he's an attention-seeking asshole.
And that's why I think, and that's a good way to wrap this one up, I think that's a good reason why the CEO decided to craft that, as you put it, what was it, musically, or whatever?
It was just
crafted?
It was music. It was just it was a wonderful, wonderful piece of literature, as far as I'm concerned.
So we go from a guy who rats out a porn star to pay for her tuition because money just doesn't come easy to kids these days.
Musically crafted. Sorry. That's what it was.
To the story from Gawker, where a New York farmer catches alleged cow fuckers with hidden camera. That's right, folks. Alleged cow fuckers.
What, do you strap a GoPro onto the udders?
2 upstate New York men were booked on misdemeanors and sexual misconduct charges after a suspicious local farmer claimed to have caught them on video trying to engage in intercourse with his dairy cows.
Holy shit.
Really? They trying to make cheese?
Farmer outside Utica, quote-unquote, noticed his cows appeared anxious and failed to produce milk.
Cottage cheese?
According to the Associated Press report, he installed video surveillance equipment to try to determine why. What the farmer later found on video was Michael Jones, 35, agreed to record Reed Fontaine, 31, as, quote-unquote, he attempted to have sexual contact with several cows.
Oh, cream cheese!
Both men were reportedly released on their own recognizance and given a date to appear in court to answer to the charges. It's unclear how common human sex is with livestock in the modern day. In a high-profile case last month, a 61-year-old married British man was convicted of attempting to violate a sheep and a cow in broad daylight near a sports facility used by the Tottenham Hotspur soccer team. A picnicking couple reportedly spotted the man with his pants down, quote-unquote, clutching a can of Skol and a Sainsbury bag with his clothes, thrusting his hips into a cow's mouth.
Really? In the cow's mouth? Not even in the cow's anus? Really?
You can keep that
I can't believe you're shocked at the preference, not the act itself. That just completely baffles me.
I mean, granted, why a cow? But why an animal in any stretch of the imagination? But, I mean, the mouth has teeth.
It can chew its cud. It can chew.
Wait, you never gotten a cow gummer before?
You know, you're missing the obvious here, folks. Move over, Butter.
Boo.
Go get deep-dicked. But he was clutching a can of Skol.
And his clothes were in a bag. Those are details that no one cares about.
He had his clothes in a bag, Skol in one hand, and his dick in a cow's mouth.
What's the problem? Sounds like a good night, right?
No, this was the middle of the afternoon. He had the whole night ahead of him. I don't know. Maybe he had a date with a goat.
I think he probably had a date, or he had a class at Duke that night. So, Mr. Wiggle, you know all those times that since we'll keep on the sex stories, not with you though. You know how we have a favorite website on this show involving this type of topic. Do you know what it is? Do you recall?
DoubleDipMyLllama.com?
No, that's number 3.
Oh.
I'm looking for number 1.
Well, I can't think of anything else that's weird and obscure, so it's got to be Big Sausage Pizza.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Big Sausage Pizza.
That's right. Extra meat. Extra meat.
For your pie?
In your box.
In your pie. So apparently...
You know what? That should totally be their slogan. We got extra meat on your pie. Or in your pie. In your box. Extra meat in your box.
Is that our show title?
Copyright it.
Extra meat in your box. Domino's replies to a man who claims he burned his dick while fucking a pizza.
No way.
Wow.
No.
It's got
oh my God.
It's got the co-host and the intern choked up.
No way. Oh man, they said that communication was private.
Well, apparently everyday social media editors around the world face difficult decisions. For example, does a guy who claims he burned his dick while fucking a pepperoni pizza deserve a response from a company's official Twitter account? Well, for one social media person at Domino's, the choice was obvious.
Why did he pick pepperoni? That stings.
I've
heard.
Lad_Vigo tweets to Domino's_UK, hello, I've just made love to one of your pizzas and burnt my penis severely. Please advise on your terms for a refund. Thanks.
Good thing he didn't go to Pizza Hut, because the stuffed crust would have really done a number on his winky.
Gary Heaton replies to both. Full refund as long as you haven't soiled the topping. Domino's Pizza UK tweets back, please contact our head office, comments at dominos.co.uk regarding this matter.
Oh my God, we want nothing to do with this. Go away.
To which this lad responds, disgusting FOB off. Your staff should inform customers about the dangers of making love to your pizza. Why is this not in place?
Wow.
Domino's Pizza replies, our apologies. We will look for a way to notify customers of this in the future. Thank you for bringing this to our attention.
You know what? If I'm going to say this right now, I would buy Domino's every single time I ordered pizza if they had a warning label warning you about the penis dangers of it.
Lad responds, I am not happy about this, not happy at all. I have multitude of pepperoni pieces stuck to my balls and my penis is scorched. To which Domino's replies, as you have previously been advised, please email our head office about this. Lad goes on to reply, look, I've tried emailing your head office with no success, but now the pizza wants to give me a blowjob. Please advise. So apparently this guy's becoming a dick. To which some other third-party dude replies, looks like you really need to contact head office. Hashtag Bants. To which Domino's Pizza finally replies, it is definitely recommended as that it is not what is expected of our pizzas. We raise them better than that.
You know what? I gotta give Domino's Pizza credit for handling this with such,
saucy
professionalism and you know what? And with a little bit of joking too. Right at the very end, we raised our pizzas better than that, like, even though you're complaining because you had sex with one of our pizzas and that it wasn't the experience you wanted.
So apparently, Big Sausage Pizza truly does exist, but unfortunately it's in the UK.
And it's pepperoni pizza.
Yes. So our last, that's a spicy pepperoni, huh?
Spicy pepperoni.
Our last story of the evening. We go local. We go back to New Jersey. Deceased butt injection client suffered for 90 minutes before Woodridge beautician called 911.
Why must one suffer for their beauty?
Because they like it in the ass. 28-year-old Bergen County woman is facing manslaughter and felony assault charges for allegedly paying a doctor in a black market booty injection procedure that resulted in the death of a 22-year-old single mother last summer. Multiple news outlets on Tuesday reported that this woman of Woodridge was charged in connection with the death of another woman, a 22-year-old Queens woman, whom she met at a meatpacking district hotel back in July.
It wasn't a butt-packing district?
She suffered a seizure at the Liberty Inn Hotel and was rushed by EMTs to St. Luke's Hospital, where she was pronounced dead as a doorknob. Sources told DNA Info that this woman allowed the victim to writhe in pain and foam at the mouth for 90 minutes before calling 911. The initial autopsy was inconclusive, but puncture wounds on the woman's buttocks led to the medical examiner's office to conclude she would not have been able to inject herself. Silicone was found in her bloodstream, and her death was ruled a homicide. Police discovered that she paid the other woman's room with a credit card and saw surveillance footage of the two together in the lobby. She admitted to the police that the two were at the Liberty Inn together, but denied the ejection.
That's funny. That's usually what I have to admit to.
A registered beautician in New Jersey allegedly left the hotel shortly after medical personnel arrived, so she fled the scene of an accident. She has a prior conviction in New Jersey for forgery, according to the New York Daily News. Who here would get Botox in your buttocks?
Well, you've been waiting all day to say that, haven't you?
Nah, just the past 2 minutes.
Uh-huh. All right. See, my issue with this is the same issue I have with excessive Photoshop. All right. No, I'm dead serious. You see the way people look in magazines, which is completely fake, and you feel the need to look just like them, if not better. And some people can. Most of us can't. But this is, in the natural regression of things, this is the next step. Like, well, I can't Photoshop how people see me every single day, so I need to start injecting these crazy substances into my body, having these ridiculous Frankenstein procedures done to my body, so I look exactly like what Photoshop and people who, what Photoshop wants me to look like.
So you don't want a chick to look like Nicki Minaj with ass like the size of like the state of Texas?
Not if it's not natural, no.
Oh, you don't want some badonkadonk?
No, I don't want to slap it and have it deflate right in front of me. That's kind of awkward.
It won't deflate in front of you.
No, but
You can't promise that.
His penis will when he slaps it.
I mean, if it's Botox, then it's not deflating. If it's Botox, then it's numbing.
Numbing butt.
But this was a booty injection procedure. So what? So her ass is going to look exactly the same. It's just she's just not going to be able to feel it anymore. That doesn't make sense.
No, it's going to take the wrinkles and the cellulite out of the ass because it'll smooth it all out.
All right. So when I poke it, it's not going to pop.
No, it's not going to pop when you poke it.
Hey. The way you shake it, I can't believe it. I ain't never seen a ass like that. The way you move it, you make my pee go. Doing, doing, doing. I don't believe it. It's almost stupid.
You think that was playing while they were injecting her ass?
Probably.
No, only when she started foaming at the mouth.
The shit that pops into my head.
Like stuff like this, I think all three of us will agree. Stuff like this should not happen. Like we shouldn't even have to be talking about things like this. But people nowadays are absolutely insane with staying youthful and looking like a supermodel of supermodels. You know what the woman was 22? At 22 years old, she's worried about having a wrinkly ass? Are you kidding? 22? If she was 72, all right, fine. You probably got a lot of ass wrinkles, but a 22-year-old does not have a wrinkly ass.
No, and it's absolutely asinine. Absolutely asinine. They would go to such lengths just to make appearance slightly better.
You know what we just heard?
Ass.
Warning, warning, you've just heard.
Tiptoe through the window, that is where all becomes.
A wiggle rant.
You think?
The baby.
I don't know. It was absolutely asinine.
Anybody got any other ones to just throw out there?
Back that thing up.
So what did we learn this week, ladies and germs? Ditz, we'll start with you.
We learned that porn stars should be allowed to have their anonymity.
Anonymity, okay. Mr. Craig Wiggle on the mic.
Ditz is also feminine.
I learned we have very creative ways on creating trophies. Oh, actually, you know what? Before get the fucking intern on the mic. I want to know what kind of fucking trophy he wants to make for a breakfast whore.
Yeah, get 3.5 on.
What do you want?
Well, apparently he contributes just enough as we do.
Especially me. I got competition now.
You stumped him.
Wow.
Never say the word stump to a man.
Well, he's not a stump. I'll give you that.
Oh, hey now. Apparently Mr. Wiggle likes Realtor Sex.
Only when it's recorded. Apparently, Ditz's porn name is Chinese Finkeltrap.
Just don't call me Bossy. That's all you have to worry about.
Get it right.
Nope,
Her
nope.
Chinese name is Sukyu.
You.
I will bow to that.
That fucking sucked worse than a Hoover. Get out of here. You're fired. So, well, we learned tonight apparently Target doesn't like pussy. Right?
Right.
Jesus Christ. It's like fucking leading horses to their fucking oven. Hold on, give it a minute. Wait, hold on. Wait. Look at a gasser. Anybody want to go to Duke?
Let's see. No, but apparently Asians have sushi in your tushy. Is that what happened?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't have sex with cows, because it does not make cream cheese.
Oh, she's taking notes too.
That's right. That was the cow gummer.
We all know that Mr. Craig Wiggle wants to take a big, fat, juicy slice of pepperoni pie and shove it in his pee hole.
But only when it has properly cooled.
Because you don't want to burn the wiggle.
No. Because I want to maintain my part-time job as a sundial.
Every Thursday, folks, we're live except the next 2 weeks. ClutchWiggleEXP.com for everything Clutch and Wiggle related. CWERadio.com for every time we're live. Podomatic, Stitcher, Spreaker, iTunes, Podgods Network. We're everywhere. If you also Google the Curiosity Zone, you'll get someone else's podcast, too.
Thank you, sir.
Plug.
All about sex and love.
Butt, sex, and love. Well, with Ditz, how about you end the show this week, for once?
Alright. It's all about sex and love, just not with animals, folks. So, behave, enjoy yourselves, and have a great week.
Post-game show is brought to you by... Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it.